So here I am. It's got a badge on. Well, my badge. Got my packets. Got my sign here, tabs. I'm ready to go. I'm running an appointment tonight. Actually, a couple of appointments for mortgage protection and final expense. I just thought I'd put a video out real quick for all the subscribers out there on YouTube that's following my channel. Welcome. Appreciate you tuning in tonight and catching this short. This is actually my first live video on YouTube, so bear with me if I'm somewhat distracted because I am trying to drive the car. But I title it "Why I Don't Quit," and you know, many of you out there are looking at the business. You're already in the business, or maybe you've even quit the business. I've been doing this for many years, more years than I want to admit. Actually, I don't mind admitting it because I think in this business, gray hair helps. You look more of like an expert, but maybe that's just making me feel better about my gray hairs. In any case, here's a guy trying to run me off the road. But you know, I've been doing this for a long time. I love the business. I just love the business. I mean, you have to fall in love with what we do here, not just the commissions that you can earn. You know, the profit structure that we have with the carriers and with the IMOs is the best in the business. You know, I get people all the time say, well, you know, why would I come over to your IMO and, you know, make 70% when I have 100% direct with the carriers? Well, that's simple. I can answer that question real quick because I'm used to it. I get it all the time. You don't think I can get 100% commission somewhere else? You know, I've done that with the New England, New York Life, Jackson National. I've been with all these companies over the years at you know, 100 to 110% contracts. Guess what? What we have here versus what they have there is cold calling, knocking on doors, beating on your friends, family, and neighbors, asking for referrals. Now, all that stuff you can do, and you should do, right? We should all market our business because at the end of the day, we're not employees here. We're 1099 insurance agents, right? Contractors, for the better word, lack of a better word. And, you know, we're building our own businesses here. We don't get paid to show up. We have to market our businesses. We have to advertise if you know, and look and go out there and try to find the business. Sometimes that can be knocking on doors. In the past, it was. I haven't knocked on a door in many years. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that or you can't do that. You can. You know, people ask me all the time, what's the difference? Well, the difference between what I consider the old school way of doing things and the new school is that we have a leads-based sales opportunity. Now, you know, again, everybody, the number one question is, well, do I have to participate in leads opportunity? No, you don't. You know, you don't have, I don't know of any IMOs, maybe there are some out there that require you to buy leads. My question is, why wouldn't you? You know, I'm sure the first thing comes to most people's minds is, well, the leads are expensive. No, actually they're not. If you're with the right IMO, you can get your leads co-opted. We do that with our agents, so you're not having to spend 100% of the cost of generating that lead. You know, and the industry average is about $65 a lead. Right? We don't charge anywhere near $65 a lead, but that's what the IMO. I mean, the IMO actually spends, you know, $80 to $100 in most major metropolitan markets to generate one brand new fresh lead in this business because direct mail is expensive. And the reason why, and you say, well, it's not expensive, it's the cost of a 40-cent stamp. I'm not even sure what stamps cost nowadays, but it's not just a 1-cent stamp. You have to buy the data from the counties. You have to take that to a mailing company. They have to generate some sort of a direct mail piece. They have to combine the data with an envelope and stick it in the mail. All that stuff costs money, and that's why it costs $80 to $100. The good news about the lead program is, you know, if you understand business, you know that all businesses have. And I've got a video about this, by the way. I just put it up there about beef patties and mortgage section. Go watch it if you haven't already watched it. Give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and hit that bell for instant notifications. But the reality of it is that, you know, all businesses have to advertise to get customers to the front door. It doesn't matter what you're selling, right? Even if you're a pot dispensary, you have to have people come in. People have to find you. They have to know that you're in business, and they have to, you know, you have to advertise. And there's competition. Maybe not so much in the pot dispensary business, although I'm sure it's coming. You know, but you have to be able to, probably shouldn't be talking about pod dispensary business on a life insurance video. Anyways, The point is that you have to advertise to get people through the front door. All businesses do. Well, we don't have to advertise. I mean, you can, but our form of advertising, the IMOs do for us. Again, some of this stuff's already on the video up there for beef patties, but I'm just kind of shooting from the hip there. I really have no agenda, as you can probably tell. But we don't have to do that. And here's the deal: the IMOs do that for us. They, the ratio is they mail out thousands of letters, but out of 100 letters, they get one back. And they still have to pay for the 99 letters that didn't come back. They got thrown away, destroyed, no address found, no such address, whatever. It's a pretty lousy ratio actually. 1 to 2%. But we only have to buy the one lead that came back. And so again, if you understand, and I guess, well, before I get too far off, if you understand the numbers, the law, we call law of large numbers. I have a video that I'm getting ready to put up this week called the law of understanding the law of large numbers. If you understand that if you're dealing with number data over several years period of time with hundreds of thousands of leads generated and thousands of families protected, you have a pretty good idea what your closing ratio is with your agents and that lead, right? So and you come up with an average, right? So you could be below average, you could be above average in terms of your sales skills or your skill set that you develop in this business, right? I mean, your skills in selling washing machines or furniture at RC Willey, it doesn't apply here. I mean, it does to a certain extent because it's still sales, but you have to learn how to work these leads. And so coming into an organization like ours, one of the things I try to encourage people to do is to leave the ego behind, and learn how to work our leads. And, that means a phone script. It's not what you say, it's what you convey. So do some role playing, and then you can apply your other, sales skills to that once you get started. But come in and be coachable, have a burning desire to succeed and willing to work, and you can do great. So as long as you understand the law of large numbers, it removes the fear, it should anyway, the fear of you spending more money than you're making. And that's the deal, really. I mean, again, goes back to traditional business. It's the same thing in any kind of business. You want to make sure you control your cash flow and don't spend more than you make, because it won't be long before you're out of business. So that's why the law of large numbers is important. Well, I know what those numbers are with our leads and with our agency, because we've done 100,000 leads. We've protected 35,000, 40,000 families. And I know exactly what the percentage, if I buy 4 leads, I know how many sales that you should make if you're average. Now, if you're below average, that's great. Whatever your ratio is, you apply it to the number of leads that you need to buy to get the sales that you need to make in order to, at the end of the month, have a net profit, right? And I know the sun's bad, but I can't help it. So, and that's really all you need to do. So why I don't quit the mortgage section and final expense business is simple. It's great business. It's fantastic business. The profitability here is unimaginable. That somebody can come in here with very little experience, get an insurance license, invest a couple $100, learn some basic skills, and that is buy some leads, learn a phone script, book some appointments, make some dials, run those appointments, learn how to make a short presentation in the home, find the pain and scratch it, basically, right? Find out why they're interested in protecting their mortgage, who the beneficiaries are. It's an emotional sale. We're not selling cars here. So you have to learn that. If you can learn those, and then write the app and get it processed, do underwriting, get paid, right? It's 4 or 5 basic skills that you can let anybody. I believe I can teach anybody, right? As long as you're coachable, you don't fight the trying to reinvent the system that we already have in place that many people are having success with. So that's the point. Is that once you get learn those skills, you can make a living in any state, any county, in the United States. Just get a non-resident license and haul butt to Florida. When I go to Florida, I run leads down there. I can run leads in Tennessee. I can run leads in California. I can run leads in Virginia, Kentucky, wherever. So the sun's always shining somewhere. So if we had a hurricane and wouldn't have you in California, or we were displaced, we can get some leads in a different county and go, and our income doesn't stop, right? So you can come into a business, like, again, back to my original topic is, I don't know anywhere you can go. Maybe there is some, but again, you have to love the process. You have to love what we do. You have to be passionate about our products. It's a big factor, right? If you're just coming in here to make money and you don't even own the product yourself, you're swimming uphill. I think you have to own the product, because someday somebody's going to ask you what you own, and it's going to be a very difficult thing for you to sidestep, and you know, it's not a good thing, right? You have to buy what you own. If you want somebody else to buy it, you know, the integrity would say that you should own it yourself before you ask somebody else to buy it. But again, going back to my whole point here, is I don't know anywhere else you can go where you can come in for an investment of $200 to $250. You know, taking the exam FX course, getting your self fingerprint, taking the state exam, getting your license. We don't charge anything for our training. We don't charge anything for our technology. As long as you go to work with an IMO that has a high quality lead, and I've been with some that doesn't. And what I mean by that is that it has to be a lead that was generated for mortgage station and final expense, not a free child safety kit or a free car or a trip to Cabo or a nice vacation in Hawaii. Number one, it has to be dated properly. It can't be recycled or redated. You have to be, you know, making sure you're paying for what you paying what you should be paying for for that lead, and it's all based on the age of the lead, right? And then it has to be backed up by world-class technology. And then why that's important is that you want to be able to run your business, you want to be able to track your production, you want to be able to track the application through underwriting, and you want to be able to communicate to the carrier all through one portal. And I don't know anybody else that has that other than us, and that's one of the reasons why we moved last year to this IMO. So, and as long as you have that, the leads, you should feel comfortable in buying the leads and knowing that no one else has sold that lead or product, and it's not being redated, and you're buying it for the right price based on its age. And then when someone does sell that lead, it's removed from the system, so you and I don't end up wasting our money on it, right? So that's why you need to have it backed up by world-class technology with a company that has some integrity, and that's important. And that, you know, I've been with a lot, so I've been around this industry for a bit, and I love to have that conversation with anybody that's considering making a move, considering entering the industry. We are hiring as well. I put that disclaimer out on almost every video. You know, not everybody fits in with our mission. Not everybody should join our agency, but I think it's twofold. I don't think it's just the IMO. I think there's power in the agency that you're with too, because that agency can help you on a more specific basis, right? The IMOs should provide home office training. They should be available to you at least 12 to 18 hours a day. Some IMOs you go to, you can't call the home office. It's a network marketing type model, which I do not recommend. You know, the Primericas and, you know, NAAs, American, all that stuff. I would, unless you're looking for that kind of a, you know, opportunity meeting a couple of times a week, you know, getting all lathered up and getting excited, recruit, and don't get those things out of order, then if that's the case, then those IMOs are out there. If you want to make serious business money in this business, protecting families, going out there, working our system, which is a lead-based sales opportunity, and doing very, very well, then that's available to you. And you know, like I said, not everybody is looking to do that. Some people want the home parties and all that stuff. I don't want that. But again, going back to my original point, is that I don't know anywhere you can go out, invest a couple $100 and literally have the opportunity to make 6 figures a year part-time. Now, I know most of you just checked out and said that was a hype. It's not hype. It's I'm passionate about the opportunity. I'm passionate about the IMO that we're with. I am passionate about our agency because we spend a tremendous amount of time, 12 to 15 hours a day, every single day, taking calls from our agents. Yes, they can call the home office. Yes, the home office support is important and they will help them. But again, I can help them and coach them. I can be involved with them on a per case basis, and I can also work with them in the home. Big deal, right? So that, I think that matters. It's not an upline downline thing where you're forced to work with your upline. That's the MLM network marketing model, which I don't agree with. Because again, if your upline doesn't know anything, you're in trouble, right? Because the home office won't deal with you. And it's your success in this business is too important to bank or to risk on that type of relationship. If we didn't help you for whatever reason, the home office would. So you have multiple layers of support here. It sounds like a commercial, but it really isn't. It's the truth. If you can find that somewhere else, then you can make an honest comparison. But The reason why I don't quit is because honestly, I love the business. And again, I don't know where you can go that make this kind of money. We had people in our agency or in our IMO last year that made in excess of $500,000, no team, no recruiting, with their own pen, doing exactly what I'm doing right now. Getting in the car, going out in the field. I don't have the lead here in front of me, unfortunately, because I'm driving. I can't show it to you. But getting some leads, making some dials, booking some appointments, running those appointments, and go out there and writing some apps. Right? The only difference between a guy that's making $50,000 a year doing this and a guy making $500,000 a year doing this is not recruiting. And that's the lie people tell you. You can certainly build your own agency, and I would recommend you do that when you're ready. But you should get paid what you're worth in the meantime. And the only difference between a $50,000 a year, mortgage section and final expense agent and a $500,000 one is simple, right? It's just they're doing more of the same, right? That's the great thing about this business. If you understand, if you and can learn how to run appointments, again, learn a phone script, learn an in-home presentation, learn how to do a case strategy so you can go into the home with a worksheet and know what they qualify for. I'm giving away some of my tips right now. I can go in the home and I know exactly what these folks are qualified for this month. In fact, I had the applications already printed off here. So all I have to do now is go in there, make a short presentation, talk to them, quote. You pull my worksheet out with some rates on it. They can choose what rate fit their budget. I had the paper apps here. I have my iPad if I want to do an e-app, and I write the business. Very, very simple. And I can teach anybody to do that if you're coachable, right? And then, so if you want to scale your income, if you know your ratio, your closing ratio, again, the more you do this, your ratio is going to change over time, right? So as you get better, the leads opportunity becomes even better because now you can go with confidence, right? Your belief factor is you've decreased your belief factor because you've gone out there and done it. You've cash flowed your business. Now you have more money to reinvest in your business by getting more leads. And you go out there and if you want to make more money next week, you get more leads, make more dials, book more appointments, run more appointments, and write more apps. That's simple. If you don't want to work 1 week, don't book appointments. Next week, do more. I mean, like next week, I'm going 3 hours away, get in a hotel room, run some appointments. Why? Because I get 10 leads a week here and where I'm living, and there's excess leads somewhere else that no one else is working. I'm going to go down and work them, and I'm going to have me a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe $10,000 a week for a couple of weeks, and then come home. So, that's how you do the business. And if you want to succeed, the reason why I don't quit, I don't know anywhere else. Like I said, you can go and scale your income according to your own needs or own desires. And that's a big word. These IMOs, we all want to talk about the quality of the leads, the quality, the type of IMO, all that kind of stuff. But look, you can get the best lead possible. You can go with a company that has world-class technology, home office support, training, all that stuff. But and you can give that to somebody, right? And we do. I think we have the best of the best. I think we're going to become sorry. I think we're going to become the #1 financial services company in the nation by next year. I think we're on pace to do that right now in terms of premium paid for. 45 million plus last year, almost to 100 million, right? All that stuff is important and all that stuff matters, but unless you bring the desire, doesn't matter. I've got people that's joined our agency that I thought going to get off the couch and do very, very well, but they have no desire. They don't, again, I don't say money is everything, but unless you don't have any, and then it becomes everything, right? So you have to bring desire. If you can bring desire, you can bring coachability, workability, a work ethic, and a burning desire to succeed. You can make all the money you want to make in this industry while feeling good about what you do. We don't upsell, we don't hard close, we don't arm twist. We go out there and make a simple presentation with an educated approach to it, and we allow the prospect to decide what fits their budget. We write the application for the amount that they can afford to pay on a monthly basis, and whatever that is, I'm good with it, they're happy with it, and I'm out the door. and then you work your referrals and do all the other stuff you should do as an independent agent anyways, right? So I hope that makes sense. I got a bunch of texts coming through here. I know it's been I don't know, 17, 18 minutes already, but did want to just spend a moment with you as I'm on the road to my appointment, which I was supposed to be there 20 minutes ago. Actually, I texted him, told him I was running late between my last appointment, which is fantastic. I'll go in here and be there for about an hour. I'll write an application for $1,500 to $2,000 worth of premium, which you know, you know, if you figure on a 70% contract rate, you can figure out what the commissions are. That's one appointment out of my 3 this evening, right? So anyway, my contact information is below. If anybody has any questions, wants to reach out to me, make some comments below. Again, hit the subscribe button, mash the bell, so you can get instant notifications of live feeds like this or new videos that have been posted. I love to talk to you, and I love the community that we're creating here with people that have a desire to succeed. And there are no nonsense, no excuse. I'm all in, whatever it takes, no matter what kind of attitude. If that's you, then love to hear from you. Bye-bye now.